Here I am with my wife's 2013 Volvo S60 all-wheel drive T5, and she has the normal issue that everyone ends up getting, and that is the door mechanism lock / handle stops working. So with shipping for like $85, I picked one up. Here's the part number that you will need. Made in the Czech Republic. And let's take a look at that so you know what that looks like. So it came from a dealership out of Arizona. We got it on eBay. First place I tried was like $2 cheaper, and they came back saying 6 to 8 weeks for the part to be ordered. So here we have it. Now, a guy said online that you can just replace the motor that's in here. I see on eBay somebody from China just sells the motor, generic motor. Another guy responded to that saying you can just clean the motor in here and it will start working. But this is the mechanism, and it looks like it's the correct side because the 2 holes there and the 2 holes up here, which are Torx, that one, and it would go in there like that. Issue is, it's kind of a tedious process to get the door out. So what you have to do is pop off this whole unit, which just comes off. Gonna have to pop off the speaker. So actually this first, then door. Then there's this cover here. Take that off. Use a Torx to go in there and loosen the door handle. That has to come off. These 3 bolts come off, and then we'll continue on from there. There's a big metal panel with like 11 bolts that you take out. Then the whole door insert, where you have to take the window off, which you have to lower it to like 6 inches. All this is just kind of tedious, but I don't think it's really hard. So hence, I think I can do this myself. To aid in all this, I bought this off Amazon for 10 bucks. So auto trim removal kit. I'll have a link to it in the description. This has 5 tools. Inside, you can see, I think mainly most people just use kind of like this guy to just kind of pry. But this kit has all these different tools, and it was only 10 bucks, bringing my total to $95 to fix this myself. I saw somebody posted that they paid somebody like, I want to say $560, $580 a dealership, and considering the part itself without shipping, I think was like $70-ish. So yeah, if you can do this yourself, just do it yourself and save some money. But anyways, I'll bring you along as I go through this, prying it. You know, you're just gonna pry. Be careful. Here, we can try on film for a little bit. Maybe that one's too small. Try this bigger guy here. There we go. Yeah, there's just tabs behind there. So that's all you want to do is just go around, pull those tabs off. I'll have a few links to a couple other videos that I found on YouTube, but a few key items they didn't bring you, so that's what I want to bring you. More so than just peeling off panels, which isn't that hard. So, okay, I'll come back. So I peeled off the door panel. This is what it looks like. I'm kind of holding up with my knees. So get the speaker cable off here, this green one. You do just press in. It's really hard. I actually used needle nose and was able to get it off. It was just hard to press, at least on mine. The gray one came right off with just pressing the gray tab in. That was easy. So the back side, this is what people don't tend to show. Hopefully enough light here, but you gotta undo the cable for the door handle. You gotta undo this green connector over here and the speaker over there. Let's try and do this on video. This one's a gray one. It seemed to be easy. Yeah, just comes right off. The one with the insulation, the light gray with the yellow, that went down there. This one comes up for the tweeter or whatever. Then you got this green connector here. Pull it off. And then you got this unit here, which goes in over there. And I think what I want to do first is probably roll down the window part way, which no one shows you how to do that. That's like a mystery, like getting the window down. I probably actually, honestly, by this point, just need to do that. So let's replug in that guy, which I assume works the switches, and I'll need the car key, of course. Okay, had to go get the car key, so I kind of left this hanging. I don't like doing that, but gotta do what you gotta do. If you want to see what the back of the speaker looks like, the little guy, that's what it looks like. So, let's see. Let's hit that. So about 6 inches. Maybe there. So, sorry for the beeping. What you want to do is you want to look in these little holes. There's one there, one over here. So here's the door panel, the back side, once it's off. Now, one of the connectors is there. One is there for that speaker. This is where the cable goes into, and you spread these guys apart. Be careful, they're just plastic. But you spread those apart, it pops right off. Then our car, because our car is loaded, had a blue connector down here. So just press in, it came off real easy. And that might be on other models too, because that just looks like the door switch. And yeah, that's basically what the back side of this looks like. Over to the door here, you can see that's your speaker. So here's the door cable. This is what it looks like. That falls into a little notch in the opening over there. This part is the back side. That's pressed in. You spread those two black things apart. That pops off. That's how it looks. So I was like, no one showed this. And these are all the cables. I got the blue one that goes underneath. I got the green one that goes up. I got the speaker one. I got the one for up here, plus the green one. So now what I need to do is remove the glass. It looks like you line this up here, but that's what we need to do. So I can remove the glass. Then I remove all these guys, which look like they're 8 mil. And I think there's 11 of them going all the way around. And then this insert will wiggle on out. So I got my little mountain bike light here. But what you want to press, so where I had it before, you want that piece down further. See that little round piece back into there? Maybe you can. You want to press that in. And then over here, same thing. You're going to want to press that in. And just to press it in, use something like this. And I'll probably have to press in, kind of lift it up. And that will detach from the holes in the glass. Like the other videos show, you just tilt this glass up and out. And literally all I had to do was press on that plastic piece and it kind of just let go. You can see it's pretty dirty down there from years of just dust and stuff. So I'll clean that all up before I put it back in. But that's our piece of glass. These are the holes you're releasing from. And the tabs are just in there. Just press with a screwdriver lightly, don't go crazy. It pretty much pops itself out of the hole, which is nice. So next step is I gotta undo the door handle, which is removing this tab, taking the cover off, loosening, I think it's a T25, and just loosening, don't let anything fall out, and then I can take off each piece. It should be pretty straightforward. So I stuck this bad boy in there and counterclockwise, and it will not come out. I mean, maybe if you wrench real hard, it just stops at a point, and this unit just comes out just like that. That's your lock. Finally got this door handle off. Oh my God, I wish somebody would mention. So what you have to do is you take your T25, you go into that hole with the cylinder, with this piece still in there, so it's still tight, that screw is still tight. You loosen that screw as you're pulling on this handle. You keep pulling on this handle, this pops off. Then, like magic, this pops right out. I've been fighting this for a while now. This is ridiculous. And then, my understanding is, you just slide it that way. And I believe you just slide it that way. Just heard something. Hopefully it didn't break. Lovely. It's nice all these parts are plastic. And somehow that slides out, but jeez. Maybe that back there. Okay, just kind of rock it. And then there's a connector on the end because it has the little touch thing. And push on the little guy there. It's gonna hopefully just pop right out. Okay, I kind of got this beast propped up in the door here. I was able to get this out. This is a pain in the butt because look at all this attachment here that no one really shows. So you got this rod, you got this wire, and you got the main wire, which you have to switch all that over. This side literally just pops out like that, and then you lift up. First though, feed that wire through, or undo the rubber tab on this side. Take this one, push that with a screwdriver, and just, you can use your fingers and turn it and pull that piece right out. That clips right out. Then you are left with this guy. That's when you rotate this, and I broke that, it doesn't snap anymore. Plastic, I mean, why plastic? But remember, this can be held in with these three in the door. I mean, it's there until I get it in the door, put the screws in, it's held in, right? So that's a little loose for now. So you rotate that, and then this side slides out this way. You able to slide it out, you have this rod, you take this and you rotate it, and you take this rod off. Be careful, piece is plastic, piece up in there is plastic. Be gentle. And to put it back on is reverse. Put that on, snap it in, put this piece on. There will be a rubber piece there, which was this, just to keep it open from the factory, which kind of aids you, but I still pushed with a screwdriver just to get a little more room to put that wire back in. Fed that one through, and oh, this just snaps. I should say switch it over. Just peel that right off and it pulls out, put it back in, push it back down, snaps back in. You'll feed it in when you feed this unit as you're going, and then that's where I'm at. The other tricky aspect to all this is this whole door lock issue, which I think I talked about. I don't know. I'm getting a little frustrated, so the video is getting a little worse as we go. But anyways, I got it switched over. Now, reverse, put everything back together, and hopefully it works. Fingers crossed, that's what I mean. I don't know what I was doing. Had some difficult challenges, but it's fairly easy. It's just no video 100% explained everything, probably even including mine on YouTube, exactly how you get things apart. Hopefully I showed a little bit better than some other people on the little tips and tricks. I mean, main thing is that handle and making sure when you go to loosen that Torx T25 from within the door after you remove the plug, continue to have this out as you're loosening that. It magically just comes out. It's amazing. Otherwise, you're fighting it, you're fighting it, you're fighting it. Like everyone shows, it just pops right out. So make sure you do that. And I did fairly good. I broke a couple little pieces, plastic. So this piece went where the actuator, I kind of talked about that being loose in there, but with the side, with the 3 Torx, little black Torx from the lock area, that holds everything together. So that's not 100% necessary, but it's just annoying when these plastic pieces, that's how dealers start charging, because they break that, they're like, oh, well, that's another $50, and they charge you $50 for probably that plastic unit, or probably more because they have to switch everything over. We're like, oh, that's a $100 job. And then this little piece, I think, had something to do with the handle, not the handle itself, but something, but the handle's working perfect. So not 100% sure what that did, but you know, again, plastic. That's where the dealer charges you $50, $60 to replace that whole plastic piece. And I was almost going to buy it because somebody said they replaced the actuator and their dealer replaced that whole unit, but I didn't know where that unit was. As far as tools, I still need to put the plug back in. As far as tools, I used this one out of the kit. I used this. You're like, well, what did you use that for? I used the pick mainly for this outer rubber piece, because when you put back in the glass, it kind of pushes in and folded it. That was just unfold it back, so it's like that. Lays normal. You'll need the T25. You'll also need a 7mm, and then the T30, wherever my 30 went. Oh, here it is. The T30. So T30 is for the actuator bolts on the door jamb area. The T25 is for the 2 under the door handle. And then the 7mm is for those 11 that go all the way around that metal panel. And you'll probably want something like this. Makes it a little bit quicker to do all that stuff. And here's the actuator, the old one. I don't know if these numbers will mean anything, but I'm going to make a separate video taking this apart, taking a look at the motors, because supposedly you can just replace or clean the motor in here, and then these work like brand new. Like there's no reason to even spend the $85 I spent. And remember, I'll plug that in, which I almost forgot, but luckily I remembered right before I got too far. I was like, oh, gotta plug that, you know, cable back in. You'll also probably want some sort of flashlight. I just use my mountain bike light to see various things. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully this helps somebody. Gives you a little bit more detail of the back of the door and stuff like that that people didn't really show that good. I'll link to a bunch of the other videos. That way, right from my video, you can go check out the other videos without doing a big YouTube search. So look in the description. I'll have all that there. I'll try to remember to pin that information in the comment section also. So please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out my other videos. I much prefer riding because I'm much better at that than working on vehicles. So hopefully this helps somebody out, and you can see my frustration in doing this. So please like, subscribe, and have a good day. Hopefully you're out there having fun because of the whole virus thing going on right now. Stay safe, stay well, and take care, my friends. Have a good one. Bye.